Welcome to You've Got a Thing, online thing about Milwaukee theater things. I think I said all the things.
Yeah. You've thinged up.
Susan's got fries.
Up, you know?
Welcome to my bedroom. Welcome to your room. Welcome to the internet.
Yeah. Welcome to my closet. I got as far away from the modem and the router as humanly possible. So we're just going to find out.
Yeah. Well, it's so good to see you from Optimist Theater. We've run into each other not at all in the last 9 months, but before that, quite often. And it's so nice to be here with you and see your face and hear your voice.
Yeah. You know,
and I'm Lisa from Renaissance Theater Works. Hey. What were you going to say?
You know, even before 9 months ago, I hardly saw anybody because I'm such a hermit. I am really a hermit. I'm probably the most introverted person. Well, I'm not. I'm probably the most least likely to get out of the house and go to a thing person that you'll ever meet in theater. Like, oh, I'm going to go because I'm doing the thing. And somebody else will tell me how the other things were.
Right. I know. I think I have, the quarantine, the pandemic times has been, a relief from theater guilt, which, I'm ready to go back to the other way and see things, but, and be a part of things and see people and all that. But it's so hard to see everything because Milwaukee's such a wonderful theater town, that I used to have a lot of guilt. So
I know. For the first month, I'm like, woo!
I bet. Yeah. Introverting during the pandemic, the first month you have guilt for feeling relieved, and then
I'm not going to admit this, but we can all admit it now, and a lot of people are.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes in. There's a lot of work that goes into this, and it's people work, and you've got to get out there, and you've got to sit down, and you've got to have coffee, and you've got to meet with people and go over the whacked ideas that you have so they can talk you down. And
yeah, between Susan Fate and I at Renaissance, she's got these great big ideas, and then sometimes I'm like, okay, no more new ideas, just 1 month, just like, let's catch up. I mean, we never really catch up, but
I get that. Well, you need that overlap in your Venn diagram. Ron and I have that because I'm the, you know what we should do?
Yeah, but then you actually have to do it.
I know. The sad thing is he can't monitor me 24/7. So I get the ideas out there so other people get excited, and then it's too late.
Yeah, and now, just working from home, you can get them out there really silently, right? So sneaky ideas.
Sneaky ideas. I love it. That's kind of Shakespeare in the Park. It was like, hey, you know what Milwaukee doesn't have?
And you've done it so beautifully. I'm so grateful for it. It makes,
thank you.
I grew up in like rural Wisconsin, which I love, but not much in the art scene. Right. And so just knowing, and I've only been able to make a couple of their productions, but they've been really beautiful and I love them. And I love the idea of it. And I love the spirit of it. And just having it in Milwaukee is one of those things that I'm like, yes, this is, we're Milwaukee flavored metropolitan. We have all the cool things. You can hit the arts and scratch that itch in so many different ways. And I am grateful for Optimist and you.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm grateful for you.
Oh my God. I'm thankful for inspiration because I look at like Renaissance Theater Works and I have a list of like, oh, what are they doing? Because it's so cool. It's so inspirational. I'm not going to go, but I'm going to. I am so cheering you on.
Yeah, I know. I feel it. I'm cheering you. Same. I feel it.
Cool things about
So
the Milwaukee theater community, though. We really do cheer each other on.
yes, I
Yeah.
would not be a part of it if it was like
No.
everyone trying to cut each other off at the knees. That's just it's who has time for that? Oh my, it's too hard
It's
already.
it's too hard. It's too hard. Yeah, and don't make those mistakes. It's like, okay, hon, you're in your 20s. When you're in your 30s, you're gonna really regret that thing you just did. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Make it as warm and welcoming as you can because you got to live there too, you know.
I have made those mistakes. I continue to. Poor impulse control. Yeah.
So tell me things. Tell me all of the things. You know, I've been in my bubble. I know obviously summer 2020 was a lot different for you.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we held out, man. We held out because it was outdoor theater. We're like, yeah, man, I know. My teeth were in John Hassick. You know, he's like, no dates. I don't have dates. I don't know how we can do this.
I know. We're not doing what we do. We have to get back on track and let's go.
Yeah, come on.
We make it happen because we always make it happen.
We're outdoors. We can do this. So
right.
We were finally starting to talk about dates in October.
Yeah.
We're going to have to just stop, stop being optimistic about this particular thing. And because sometimes optimism has to have a little dose of realism.
Right. Right.
And so we were going to do Romeo and Juliet, and it was just time. It was time for it. We had the right cast because you don't do a thing like that chunky and fraught with peril unless you have just the right things in place. David Cesarini was going to direct. He was doing the cutting. We had an amazing cast, blah, blah, blah. It was like the dream season. And so when we finally said, let's just stop right now, I cried for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then I went, okay.
What's next?
Do instead.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not a Zoomer. I know I Zoom, but I wasn't.
Right. I mean, we're all Zoomers now, Susan.
Right. Now I know we argue about it like wine. It's like, no, Zoom, no, you got to try Discord. Oh, you have to, or you have to try whatever.
Right. Or Google keeps trying to put its thing in my emails and it's like, no, stop it, Google.
We've all become like opinionated on our online streaming, you know. It's what happens, you know. Yeah. What happens if you want to make a massive leap forward in technology, you have to have something terrible happen so that people can respond to it and have a motivation. So
yes. Yeah. And I know one thing that's great about theater people is the ability to make it work, the ability to get inspired and jump in when you only know 70% of how you're going to do it. And, you know, to pivot, to be nimble, to be scrappy, to make those ends meet when they don't quite meet, you know, so.
Yeah. We got lucky that we don't, I mean, we're lucky. We do this one big, well, it's not one. We actually have a lot of different programming that we do. But the big thing that everybody sees is Shakespeare in the Park, and it's large. Yes. But we do it with no full-time staff. Our budget is less than the props budget for a single show at the Rep. Right. It's large and gets a lot of attention, but I work out of my home. You know,
right.
And,
me too now.
Right. I'm like, what's the big deal?
And I'm like, my printer won't talk to my computer, and there's not even someone to whine about it to. Like, I really am my own IT department. I always was. Now I'm doubly so.
Yeah. I moved my computer out to my kitchen for a little while just for a change of scenery.
Ooh, spicy.
You know, gotta mix it up.
That's funny. So, do you think Optimist will be doing? You know, are you doing the old season plop? Are you moving this season? I made it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. That's awesome. So,
Yeah.
is it like the rolling scene? Okay, we're gonna
Yeah. We'll just, ours has been like, this edge won't work, but maybe the rest of it will.
right.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tracking. Oh, we only do one show.
Oh, yeah.
So, oh, I hate it when I get that. I hate it. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Okay. We're planning.
Sure.
We're
I
in the
didn't mean to, spill any
summer.
beans or anything.
Oh no. Romeo and Juliet, we're gonna give that one another shot because we got so far with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let's pick it up. So it's grant season. I mean, you're writing
Yeah.
them.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and so we're writing them for Shakespeare in the Park, Romeo and Juliet. Slash, by the way, just in case, there's this really cool thing that you let us pivot the cash to that you had given us for Shakespeare in the Park that we can keep doing because the mechanism is there.
Yeah.
We've made the investment in the equipment and things like that. And so we can keep doing that. And so far, the organizations, the foundations that we work with a lot are pretty happy about that idea that we can keep doing this thing.
Great.
Yeah.
Tell me more about your thing.
Mentioned they've got this thing. So we should do a show called this about things.
The thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Lisa, those ideas are running, man. They're running.
Uh-oh. That's how we get in trouble. You know what? I'm a really good schlepper, and that's like 80% of putting on a show. So, yep. I'll stay strong. I'll keep taking my vitamins and doing planks, and we will schlep it and make it a show. The thing.
Well, the one thing that most of the four of us, there's four of us that kind of drive the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That we all had also in common is film. So we've done a lot of film work, TV commercials, short films, fiction, nonfiction, infomercials, blah, 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 whatever,
Ooh.
We all have to earn a living.
Right.
So, yeah, I will pimp that automobile.
Yeah.
So, but because we had some film experience, we thought, well, let's shimmy to a film project. So what can we do that embraces this palette? And we can, at the time, we're like, okay, well, we can be outside with small groups of people with masks on for short periods of time and be at a distance and things like that. Okay, what's the hardest thing that we can do? Okay. We didn't actually think that, but I do now.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So we took Pericles, because, Shakespeare's our widget.
Right.
We took Pericles, which is a dumb play. It's not good.
Pericles, yes.
Pericles, Prince of Tyre. Everyone's like, that's Shakespeare? Really? I have no emotional connection to this.
Right.
I'm like, good, okay, because we're gonna mess with it. So
good, right? But, yeah, I don't want to ruin your favorite dreamscape or you know.
I don't want those emails. I hate mail. So we serialized it. It's broken up into 16 segments, and we're finished filming. We just finished filming, and I mean, when you film, you're at this one location and you're getting a bit of episode 3 and 12 and 16 or whatever. And so it was fun and funky, but breaking it up into these tiny little bits meant that we had little tiny casts, 2 to maybe five. But if we had 5, they were pretty split up and not all in the same scene, and all outdoor locations all around Milwaukee. So, because one of the things about Shakespeare in the Park is that it's about Milwaukee.
Right.
And that this was an opportunity to show that Milwaukee is not just downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Oh, Joanna. Yeah. How hard could it be to do it? And what's the hardest way we could do it is,
oh,
yeah.
that's typical of me. Little insight. Yeah, yeah. Poor impulse control and that.
No, you gotta let those ideas out. We're grateful for the torture you do to yourself. It really pans out for the rest of us.
That makes it all worth it.
Does it? It does. It does.
It does, actually. It
Yeah.
does, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I interrupted you. So
sidebar.
about Milwaukee, not just downtown.
And that it's hard. I gotta share a little side note because poor impulse control shit comes out of my mouth before I realize what I'm saying. And second year of Shakespeare in the Park, we were still at El Verno College, and they let us use a piece of property there. We were in the courtyard.
Yeah.
So, thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was really awesome. So electricity in their bathrooms and electricity in bathrooms.
Yep.
And
theater, you need a space with bathrooms. That's what you need.
What you need. That's all you need, really. Yeah. And intermission. So I was going around and picking up garbage because that's what you do.
Right.
You know. I have also hauled a porta-john back up the hill. Like, hauled it up, hosed it out. Had to bring my own hose from home. But anyway.
Wow. Yep.
Theater is glamorous.
It's so glamorous. I'm trying to think of the funkiest thing I've hauled. It may have been garbage from an event that ended up leaking, and then you know. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It smells great.
Porta-john wins, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If we were playing one of those little contests. But I was just tired and stressed out, and it was like our second performance. I'm cleaning up garbage, and Alverno would bring their VIPs because they're like, hey,
look at this cool thing that's happening on our campus.
And I mean, they put out their magazine every once a year with them, and we were on the cover of their, you know, and I'm like, woo. You should be nicer to us.
Yeah.
So they had the row of VIPs, and they're standing around chatting. And one of the ladies who lunch asked me, she didn't actually say dear, but it was implied, what made you decide to do this? And before I could think, it's plopped out of my mouth, because it's hard and life is short. Oh, shoot. I'm probably going to ask you for money later.
Please give me money.
I'm just going to take this garbage.
Right. As you pick up the gum wrapper, you're like, because it's hard.
And life is short.
Yeah.
Too short to do easy things. We decided to do Pericles in 16 segments, and yeah. Amazing experience. We we would rehearse. We'd find a location where we could film, and we'd rehearse in the morning. And I mean, we do text work during the week, sometime a Zoom. Rehearse in the morning and film in the afternoon. So we were done in one day. Wow. And you know, we might be back to that location, but we tried to cram as much into that location as we could. We
as one does. Yes.
Right. We're here.
Yeah. Do it all quick.
Quick. You don't need to know what you're saying. Just do it.
Your face should look something like this. Yeah. No.
It's film. No one cares. We'll get it in post.
A bird attacked me in that one. We'll edit it out. Yeah.
Nobody's gonna know. But there's this homeless guy sitting here. Get him on camera.
Yeah.
He's really nice. We gave him a sandwich earlier.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
We needed him. Yeah. Yeah.
I expected to get rousted from more locations because I'm a guerrilla theater girl.
Yeah. You show up, you do the thing.
Hope you don't get caught.
Yeah.
Hope nobody calls the police on you.
Right.
You rap.
I mean, public locations. What's more public? Right.
Yeah, well, I snuck into the Milwaukee County parks, and they weren't. I looked on their website, and their website said filming for non-commercial purposes, no permit needed. Come on over. I'm like, well, we're not selling this, so
right. What could be more non-commercial than theater?
We don't sell tickets. We're gonna give this away because that's true. And I even called one of the Milwaukee County supervisors and said, "Hey, so this is how I'm reading this, and you were on the Parks Committee." And he's like, "Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, go ahead." So we managed to get in the Washington Park band shell, and we managed to get in Lake Park by the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
We were at Jackson Park. I think it was Jackson Park, and a park ranger pulled up in her car and said, "Out of here, no permit, you never." And she was, with her pink fingernails, she was awesome. And like, and so we argued for a little while. Just don't argue with them.
Yeah.
Then I got that county supervisor. I'm like, I had speed dial to you talk to him. So she argued with him for about 20 minutes, and we still had to leave. So we yeah. He tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried.
Because the worst response you could have gotten from the county supervisor was, "I don't know, let me check." Not like, "No is fine. Yes is great. I don't know, let's go into some bureaucratic hole," is the worst thing that can ever happen.
Them again.
Right. Do you have Form 72D, and is it notarized? I don't know.
She was like, "You have to get a permit." I'm like, "Okay, the parks are not giving permits. They're officially shut down. So you have to go get a permit."
Wait a minute.
I can't.
Oh, boy.
But it's free. Well, the community, Shakespeare, she didn't care. Her pink fingernails was like the manicure.
Yeah, you would think she'd be more fun. So Patrick Schmitz, hi Patrick. He says very relatable. Oh, good, we're relatable. You're relatable.
Yeah. Oh my God, Jamie Lynn's like, we're at 20 minutes.
Oh, so what do we do? Jamie Lynn.
The hook is coming. So we're hoping to debut our first episode. I'm gonna guess 3 weeks, which means it'll be 6.
Yes.
But the thing, because it's about interactive. So the segments, because there's just 16, they're 5 to 7 minutes long.
Great.
And so we'll stream it with a live host at the beginning. It's like, "Hey, tonight on Pericles."
What happens next? Last time we left our hero. Yeah.
Exactly. And at the end, it's, tune in, chat. If nobody watches, we'll just make some stuff up like people are actually calling. And tune in next week when we find out if our hero made it out alive or whatever. And the setting is our studio is the bar in the basement of Tom Reed's house.
Whoa.
It's Milwaukee.
That's awesome.
The little tiki's and stuff. And it's like, this is this week's signature cocktail.
I love it. So are you going to do it on like this? So it'll be Facebook Live? Oh, okay.
There's a platform called Restream, and I can simulcast to about 20 different platforms using that aggregator. It'll end up living on YouTube. So I did research. I know.
Yeah. And a year ago, none of us knew anything about any of this. Ta-da!
Now we can argue about the best streaming platform and the equipment. And do you have a ring light? And I'm like, I don't have one yet.
Yeah, mine didn't arrive. Amazon, help. Yeah, well, I might ask you questions later because who knows where I'll be in 6 months and need to know about which streaming whatnot and the who what. Yeah, 6 months maybe things will be better. But 3 months,
I
4
hate to
months.
see it, Lisa, but right now things are pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
People hate me because I'm actually doing pretty good here. It's I love film, and
Great.
usually I'm behind a spreadsheet. With this project, I direct. I'm doing some of the creative concepts. I'm doing the location search. Sourcing some music. It's just
Fun.
get to do the artist thing.
Aw.
Project, and it's wonderful. It's really, really wonderful to get to do that.
That's great. I can't wait to
Actors to work. We got to hire some actors.
I know, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, we're finding ways to hire as many as we can for as long as we can, which isn't the normal length and isn't the normal number, but we're trying because
yeah.
Here's to the artists. We're grateful for you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. So where's the best place for people to follow up on or follow along so that, they'll get this information in their news feeds? Or do you have something on your website that you can get updates, subscribe to a newsletter? What is the best way that people can follow this Pericles project?
We the film project is called No Holds Barred, and this is the Pericles project. And so we created a new website called noholdsbarred.org, and it's like 95% done, because what it doesn't have is the links to like the real episode or things like that yet, or the specific dates it's going to air. But everything else is pretty much, this is what it's going to look like. So noholdsbarred.org, and it's alive, but since we haven't pimped it yet, except for here now, first time,
All will be revealed.
Yeah. Is there a holder text or anything like website coming?
Coming soon, yeah. Or go look now. The new logo is Shakespeare in the Spider-Man pose. Oh, a brick wall with like graffiti.
No, it looks great, Susan.
It's adorable.
So we had a question come in. Oh, no holds barred. Got it. With the bard. Got it. Makes sense. Thank you, Milwaukee Theater Alliance. Good one.
We do what we can. We're here for you all. This, we're still here. We're still here. I mean, this pandemic is hard for so many reasons, but our industry is one of those that is the hardest hit. We are live. We rely on people. We rely on audiences. But, we're doing what we can. We're doing projects like this. Renaissance has belonging going on. I've got other things that I'll mention here in a minute. But what we're here for, like this, is to let people know, keep following us. Let us entertain you in other ways.
Let us find a new way to charm you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yep. Looks on actors' faces. It's like, okay, we're filming now. Do the thing. Like, okay, did the thing. Like, good. Shouldn't I do it again? Like, no.
Done.
We rehearsed for 4 hours for 30 seconds. I'm like, that's right.
That's great.
Love it. I love it.
Anything else you got for us, Susan, today?
No, I've thrown way far more insight into my bizarre personality.
Oh, I love you.
I love you guys too.
It's really fun hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing amazing work. Renaissance Theater Works has always been so inspirational to me because, I am a super feminist and I am leading, I'm like, ooh, yeah, lead the charge. My husband's, he can tell when I get that look on my face, like,
yep, it's happening.
Something has happened. I just read this thing in the paper. I'm going to get my woman on. And he's like,
Let's just have some balance.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
that's what I
Yeah.
want. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what do you think, Susan, about this? About you're saying like maybe like 6 weeks, Pericles is going to start popping episodes or something.
Yeah, I'd say on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. If we get 3 episodes in the can, I will feel like, okay, all right, we can do. Yeah, I will have the faith that the rest of them will come in time. So
right. Yeah. Well, in mid-January-ish, early January sounds like a great time to watch people in parks, because we won't be in the parks then.
Right.
So
with that green filter too, because it was way into. We started this scene in August, and we finished filming it in late October. So, like, why does it look like autumn now?
Oh man!
Green filters.
quick. Yeah.
That's so funny. Well, I certainly look forward to it. I'm excited to see what magic you all are making happen. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it, and it's so nice to see all of you. Stay well.
Yeah, thanks for coming today, Susan. And we'll talk more soon.
I'm grateful for all of you. Cute. Love it.
Did you want to leave too, Lisa? Or you want to hang out with me? And
sure, I'll do whatever you want.
The last thing I have on my sheet is a little RTW blurb. So if somebody wants to reiterate the RTW blurb, that would be
sure.
Okay. Anyway,
great.
let me just find, where are my things?
All the things for the things.
I just like saying thing over and over again because it's funny.
It is funny.
It's just we have to laugh right now. It's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Pink Umbrella Theater Company, their digital donation drive ends December 1st. They are at $7,000 right now. They just released they've got a $10,000 matching challenge grant in an effort to keep the umbrella open. Again, I'm a little partial to this organization because my kid is right there. But they do amazing work for persons who identify with a disability, intellectual, physical, all of it. Please donate. You can go to pinkumbrellatheater.org for that company. Milwaukee Opera Theater has their collaboration with DeCamera Opera Coalition, the Tales from a Safe Distance, which is all these vignettes from various opera companies from around the land.
Very nice.
And you can watch their vignette, which is the Orsa Ibernata, which I think I slay. That word, I'm not my thing. And you can they're streaming that through the end of the year. You can find out more information about that at Milwaukee Opera Theater RE.org. Skylights, Being Earnest, they extended that also through the end of the year. Really fun take on the importance of being earnest, set in like a Austin Powers thing
universe.
Universe. All virtual. All of these things are virtual, obviously, and so you can go to skylightmusictheater.org for that info.
Marvelous. You're doing great. I'm supportive of all you're doing.
I'm supportive of all this doing. I love the community here. It makes me happy. And then Next Act started. These are other community events, theater community events. Next Act started streaming the Christians.
Yes.
Quasimondo is presenting, I think it's Ada on Giving Tuesday.
That's Tuesday.
That is Tuesday. That's December 1st. And then a little company called Renaissance Theater Works starts streaming Belonging on Friday, December 4th. Did you want to give a little?
Well, the first 3 performances are live on the internet. So, you know, because how hard can we make it? Let's find out. So the 4th, 5th, and 6th we'll be doing live performances of Belonging, and then it will stream for 2 weeks. No, it's cool. You know, it's like live, but not, you know, in person live. So,
yeah, we did that. We did that too with the Constructivists, with our Women Laughing Along with Sal, because you just have, you have to. You just have to. You have to have the element of what can possibly go wrong.
Right. Yeah. We don't live in enough danger. Let's add some. Yeah. So Belonging is 3 short plays presented as an evening, a piece. And they're all plays by BIPOC artists, so Black, Indigenous, people of color. And the people who are the actors and directors and designers who are in them are people of color, and they're all over the country. So we'll have people live streaming from New York State and Chicago and the West Coast, and, you know, all hail internet gods, please.
Thanks, Al Gore.
Yeah. So a little good internet luck, and we'll have 3 live performances and some streaming.
That's awesome. So that actually starts
the 4th, Friday.
The 4th. Okay. Awesomeness. Live are 4th, 5th, and 6th, and then streaming
for a couple weeks till the 20th. Yeah.
Super duper. You can find all other Milwaukee Theater Alliance companies and events at MilwaukeeTheaterAlliance.org.
Fabulous. Thanks for doing all you do. Yay, Milwaukee Theater Alliance. Yay, you've got a thing. Yay, Jamie Lynn. And Susan, it was good to see you. Now you're off in the ether doing good things.
She's hiding. She's backstage.
Good.
We'll catch up with her backstage. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me pretend to be an NPR host. That's
I love it. Sweaty balls.
I do enjoy those.
We do enjoy those sweaty balls. That's for all the kids out there. Go Google sweaty balls.
Yeah.
But next week, I don't have my calendar in front of me, but
next week is the 4th. I know that.
It's the 4th. We will be here. Oh, something clicked in my brain, but I am a fountain of misinformation. So I'm just going to not do that. But we're going to keep this thing going, because we love all of the companies, all of the theater companies here in Milwaukee, and we want to see you all succeed and survive this
strange time. Yeah.
That's an excellent way to put that.
Thank you for doing all you are doing, and this is really fun.
I try. Thank you. Thanks, Susan. And thank you all out there.
Yeah. Good to see you, Michelle, Zachary.
Next week and the week after and the week after. Follow us on Facebook so that you can find out when all our live events are coming up. But otherwise, we will see you next week on You've Got a Thing.
You've Got a Thing.